wireless digital communication technology. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, Vishal, you are. Please
Is my
continue.
screen is
यार बड़ा
visible
दिक्कत
to
हुआ
all?
है यार, बार बार डिस्कनेक्ट,
Yes,
मेरा
it
नेट
is.
चला जा रहा है।
Okay.
तुम्हारा भी हो रहा है
So,
क्या?
uh, this research paper is written under the guidance of my respected professor, Sri Ravi sir, and we combined together and done an experimental research methodology. Just a minute, ma'am. Introduction. Unguided media, wireless communication, has become an essential part of modern life, enabling people to connect and communicate with each other by using digital devices like desktops, laptops, mobile, tablets, etc., and access the internet from anywhere at any time. Traditional radio frequency Traditional radio frequency based on communication technology such as Wi-Fi, wireless fidelity have limitations such as limited bandwidth, interferences from other RF devices, and security is. Wi-Fi is a new unguided wireless communication technology that is that uses visible light by using LEDs to transmit data. But in maximum research or videos or any other sources, we see that we are using LED to transfer data and information. But in my research, I experiment that is there any other sources by which we can transfer our data or not? And this if there is, then what is? First of all, I will briefly introduce the history of Li-Fi. Li-Fi was first introduced and demonstrated by Harald Haas, a professor of mobile communication at the University of Edinburgh. In a TED Talk in 2011, he showed how data could be transmitted through the modulation of light by using an LED bulb. Since then, research in the field of Li-Fi has been growing rapidly, with many companies and research institutions developing new technology and application by using the modulation of light technique. Unlike Wi-Fi, which uses radio frequency, Wi-Fi only needs a LED light, which is the chip to transmit a data signal through the light. Experimental research methodology. In this, we choose different LED light and transmit data at the receiver end. We use a silicon photodiode, commonly known as solar panel, to receive the data. We are trying to find out it is possible to transmit data through different color LED and if different color LED gives a better response. We also analyze the different visible light spectrum of LED light and laser. We choose this because in future we can be transmitted data through laser light with speed with light speed data transfer. Suppose we are on the moon and want to send some information on Earth, Venus, or Jupiter, or any other planet. Or this is for the long range data transfer. We can use laser LEDs to transfer the data. Alternative research is going on to transmit the internet signal through the LED light for internet access in roads, rooms, and railways, airways, and so many other private or public places. So here we understand the architecture of light fidelity. The alternative of RV radio waves is light fidelity. It is secure and easy to use since it is visible light communication. It makes use of a spectrum of electromagnetic waves in the range of 400 terahertz to 800 terahertz for transmitting data. Li-Fi contains the following. At the receiver side element, we use silicon photodiode, commonly known as solar panel, used which has best response to visible light. Light emitting diode, LEDs, light or a combine of LED lights is used to transmit data speed at the high speed transfer rate. But in this experiment, I uses and tried to find some result after transmitting a data with the help of laser LED. So instead of a normal LED, I tried and I experiment to transmit data with laser LED, and it is succeeded. The amplifier circuit used to amplify the signal. Experimental video. Uh, I put out a very short video clip of my experiment. I would like to play it. So, ma'am, can I play it?
Yes, you can.
So here I am transferring the data. Here we see that in at one side we have multiple LED lights, and other side we have a solar photodiode, that is solar panel, and we are transmitting the data wirelessly in between this. But uh, what is the problem of LED? We get very short range of data transmission with LED. So what I did is instead of LED light, I put their laser LED, which rapidly enhance the range of the data transmission. Approximately, I practiced that over 500 meter, more than 500 meter, I transmitted the audio signals wirelessly with the help of laser LED. So, if I will try much better and use some technology, so I'm sure that it works and we can transmit a very long range data with the help of Wi-Fi. Data collection methods are experimental. We collect the following data. So when we use single LED, we cover a distance of 24 centimeter. Uh, rate of transmitting data was 400 to 800 terahertz. So basically, to calculate rate of transmitting data, I don't have proper knowledge to calculate that part of things. So I took help to calculate. I took help of other sources to calculate this part. But but except this part, as we talk about experiment, I did it myself. And when I transferred multiple LEDs with the multiple LEDs, as I showed you just few seconds ago. So I can transmit 1 meter of data with the same rate. But when I used laser LED instead of LED, I got very good satisfying result. Data analysis method are experimental. Uh, the same things here, but I put out a diagram of Li-Fi system. This is copy paste diagram from other sources. Uh, Here we can simply see that there is a server which consists of data, and we are streaming that data, whether it is internet, whether it is audio videos file, with the help of light. And at the other side, a solar photodiode, that is solar cell, is receiving that data, decoding them for the use. Principle of operations. Li-Fi works by modulating the intensity of the light emitting diode by an LED bulb at high frequency that is not visible to the human eye. The modulated light is then received by a photodetector in a receiver side, which converts the light signal into data. The data is then processed and transmitted to a computer or other device. The modulation of the light can be done using different techniques such as amplitude modulation AM, frequency modulation FM, or pulse width modulation PWM. Applications of Li-Fi. As I put out some common application of Li-Fi here. So first application is internet connectivity. As we know, instead today world, we have different places where we are not reaching through the internet. So if you apply Li-Fi, so Li-Fi can be used for high speed and secure internet even in area where existing technology is slow or not working. We can also use Li-Fi in smart devices, automotive, smart lighting, medical applications, and defense also. Advantages of Wi-Fi. So the first advantages for all the research is going on is speed. As we know, the light is the fastest way to transmit data from one side to another side. Second thing is power saving. Wi-Fi consumes less energy because it uses very basic LEDs or other lighting devices for transmission of data. Latency, as we talk about speed, so when we increases the speed of light, we transmit data to the at the light speed. So it automatically decreases the latency of data transmission. It means the response and request time get very faster. No radiation. As Wi-Fi or other technology, Wi-Fi does not have any radiation or harmful waves. Easy to install. Wi-Fi technology is easily installable in area where traditional infrastructure is not available, like in remote areas or in hilly areas. Disadvantage of Wi-Fi. So here we talk some disadvantages of Wi-Fi. So first disadvantage is Wi-Fi. Just a minute. So here range is also a factor because range is common in where in advantages also and in disadvantages also. So what is the disadvantages of range? That we have a limitation that the the area which we cover for the light, that is the only range. So we can only transmit our data to the areas where we can only focus the light. Second thing is interference. Interference with another source such as sunlight or other natural lights or other lighting devices can disrupt information. Third is cost. As we all know, Wi-Fi is an emerging technology and it is in its early stage. So implementing Wi-Fi is much more costly than existing technology. Fourth thing is infrastructure. There is lack of infrastructure for completely implement the Wi-Fi technology. Fifth is depending on light. Wi-Fi depends on the availability of light where we want to transmit signal. If there is no light or lights are turned off, then the signal will not work. Therefore, it is not suitable for applications that require continuous usage in area with no illumination. Conclusion. Wi-Fi is a new generation emerging technology that uses light waves instead of radio waves and other waves to transmit transfer data. All around the research is going to develop Wi-Fi system is to enhance the speed of data transfer, to enhance the range of data transfer, and to protect the environment and human beings for harmful radiations. And also, in the upcoming time, our goal is to transfer the internet signal through Wi-Fi and to develop a very long distance communication system using a laser beam. So we are dedicated we are dedicated to developing a communication system that can be implemented in railways, airways, and remote areas of country. Thank you so much.